Hello.
We do have a wireless microphone for questions. Please
Hi.
we'll pass that around. But first, Christina, just please tell us all, first of all, congratulations and tell us all how it feels to be drafted.
Yeah, thank you so much. It feels so exciting. I'm really honored just to be here. I'm going to be repeating myself. I say it every time. I'm just really so excited and honored to be picked to such a great organization at #1 as the first European and first Czech. So what a great honor representing not just myself, but my country and my teammates.
We'll take questions again, folks. Just please await the wireless microphone. My colleague Mandy Gutman will hand that to you.
Hi.
Hi.
Congrats. Is it working? Yeah. Okay. Did you have a feeling that New York was going to choose you for that first pick, or?
There was a lot of talk back and forth. I tried not to worry about it too much. Obviously, I was wondering where I could end up, but it's something you can't really control. So I try to just focus on enjoying it here with my family and friends, and just leave it up to the Sirens.
Are you? What can you bring to New York right away?
I think obviously physicality is a big part and a big piece, but I can also bring a lot of leadership, I believe. I like to play with my heart and battle hard, and just always have my teammates back, and just excited to not only be an offensive threat, but also help out in the D zone, because that's something that I also put a lot of emphasis on because that seems so important to me.
Next question.
Christina, congratulations. Want to make the distinction as well, not only first Czech player drafted ever at first overall in the PWHL, but in any former North American Women's Hockey League. So congratulations.
Thank you.
You recently talked on Chris Sinclair's podcast about wanting to be a leader both on and off the ice. How ready do you feel about stepping into this organization and wanting to take on that role right away?
I feel very comfortable. There's a lot of different events we did with Colgate, or just me personally, that I feel really excited about, that I think I can help bring into the Sirens too, and just kind of partake in all those events. And I'm just really excited to either just engage with the fans, or just do different things that help and support different people. Just really excited for that.
And obviously you went to Colgate, and you get to stay in the state of New York. Is there a little bit of excitement about knowing that you're on the East Coast again, and you'll get a chance to be closer to friends and people that have supported you throughout your career?
Yeah, I don't have to change my driver's license, so that's pretty nice. But besides that, obviously all my friends from Colgate have always been telling me since, I came here and whatever after the season, that they hope I get drafted to either Boston or New York, just because it's so close to all of them. And I'm really excited because I can come watch them play before the season starts for me, and be in a close distance to all my family, friends, and be on the East Coast. It's a quick trip home from New York, so I'm very, very pumped about that.
Well, good luck and congrats
Thank
again.
you.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Just wondering if you could talk a little bit about how your game kind of fits in with the style we've seen develop in the PWHL, particularly with the physicality.
Yeah, I think that my transition into the PWHL will be just really supported by my physicality. I think my shot is a real threat, but it's obviously going to be a lot different. There's not going to be as much space and room and time to be able to release the same shots that I was able to do in college. So while I feel ready physically and mentally, it's also important to take a step back and realize that there is going to be adversity. There is going to be some challenges that I will have to adjust and fine tune. But I'm really excited to rely on my coaching staff and just the staff from the team, which I'm very excited about. They seem like great people. Obviously, know Coach Fargo, and he has done a lot of help with my fine tuning of my game. But just those details.
And what do you think this means to Czech? to have you go as the first overall pick. And I know women's hockey is growing there. What will this do for women's hockey in your country?
I think especially after the World Championship that, our national team staff has done with the organization and, the promotion of women's hockey in Czech, I think it's just going to boost it. And I just hope that those little girls that we're watching or see it on social media see that it's not just Americans or Canadians that get drafted high or at number one. And it's going to be hopefully a motivation to all of them and shows that it's possible. So I'm really excited and grateful to be in this position and be that role model, hopefully. And then obviously just hopefully my Czech teammates are proud. I'm meeting some of them on Thursday. So, and one of them is here. So I'm just excited to get a chat with them and just represent them and our team and our country.
Best of luck.
Thank you.
Hey, Kalty. So, you took a 5th year to be able to play with this team a little bit more. And then you get to also be coached under the person who helped recruit you almost 7 years ago now. What did it mean to have Steph right next to you and was the first person to jump up and then be able to go and give your former head coach a big hug as well?
I mean, what a guy, Steph. He's awesome. His passion for the game, but his players is unmatched. He was such a big role in my success at Colgate, not only on the ice, but also off the ice and just being there for me. He's one of my very good friends now, I can say, not being my coach. But I'm just really happy about that connection because it's really, really deep and we share it with my family. He loves my parents, although they can't really communicate too much. But he says it's all about the spirit and, he can feel that they're good people and we just connect on so many different levels. So that was very exciting. I was trying to tell my mom not to cry because then I was tearing up. So, and Steph was right there in that boat too. And then, to come up to the podium and see Farks, it was great. I mean, what a reunion. And I haven't seen him in a while because obviously he's with the Sirens. I was at Colgate, but he was also a big part why I came to Colgate and why I was so happy there. So really excited to give him a hug, to feel that love and connection and care once again and be able to play under him.
Did he say anything to you when you gave him that hug on stage?
Yeah, just congrats. I'm so proud of you. And, I wasn't paying too much attention because I was just so out of it. But maybe I should have been mic'd so I could remember some of it. But no, he was just so proud. I met with them earlier today and he was just really, really proud. So I was happy to see that and I was happy to see him.
Thanks, Kalty.
Thank you.
Any final questions? One last one, sure. Go ahead.
Thank you. Sorry, Kaltu, last question for you. If you don't mind me, one last time, if you could say anything back home to all your friends and family watching over in Czech Republic, do you have any messages for them?
Děkujeme, že koukáte, že nás podporujete. Jsem strašně ráda, že můžu reprezentovat naši zemi a hrát pro všechny malý holky, který se teď koukají nebo se zpětně budou koukat jak na draft, tak na zápasy. Já jsem hrozně ráda, že můžu tady být a reprezentovat naši zemi a náš tým.
Děkuji moc.
Thank you. Díky. Thank you so much.
Congratulations, Christina, and thank you. Okay, folks, please welcome the newest member of the New York Sirens, 3rd overall pick, Casey O'Brien. Casey, please tell us what it means to be drafted by the Sirens and part of history with this first round trade.
It's so special, and the fact that they traded up for me means even more. I grew up in New York City, and so it's a little bit like coming home. So I've seen how New York can rally behind its sports teams, and so I'm really excited to be a part of that and get to New York, meet the fans, and meet my teammates.
Questions for Casey, please wait for the microphone.
Hey, Casey, Carissa with CBC Sports. Nice to meet you in person.
Nice to meet
So you're going to be playing with somebody like Sarah Fillier. How do you think you can complement her game?
Yeah, Sarah's one of those players who, I grew up hearing her name. I've always been a really big fan of her game. I think she's a goal scorer, but she's also a playmaker. And I think, I play a similar game. I think we have similar vision. And so I'd be honored if I got the opportunity to be her line mate.
Where does this go on your, the list of goals you have on your closet? Is this one going to be pretty up on the side where the stuff you've completed?
Yes, absolutely. I think, I made that when I was growing up. And so this wasn't, even a dream because there wasn't a league for me to look up to, but to be able to be a part of this is a dream come true.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Anyone else? Hi, Casey. C. Benwell from the Hockey News. I'm just wondering if you could talk a little bit about the defensive side of your game. I mean, everybody's, of course, seen the offense that you bring, but maybe slightly underrated as a two-way center.
Yeah, I think when you see the offensive numbers, it's easy to kind of ignore the defensive stuff. But I take a lot of pride in my D zone and just my contribution to being a 200-foot center. I put a lot of emphasis on the D zone, whether it's winning a defensive zone faceoff or making sure I'm picking up bodies in front of the net. I put a lot of time and effort into that, and so I'm excited to bring that aspect of my game to the PWHL.
Just thought of another one. Is there anybody you've probably had a chance to watch, the league last year? Anybody on the New York roster that you're particularly excited besides Sarah Fillet was mentioned, but that you're familiar with or that you're looking forward to playing with?
Yeah, I'm familiar with El Harchi's game. We're the same birth year, and so we grew up, going to the national camps together, playing with and against each other. And I think she's a great player, and so I'm excited to see her and hopefully get to play with her.
Anyone else? Nope. All good?
And Cherkowski from Clarkson University. And congratulations on being drafted by the Sirens. Please tell us how it feels.
Yeah, thank you. I couldn't be more excited to be a part of this league, and I think New York is bringing in some new talent with the other two draft picks so far, and so I can't wait to get started in New York.
What kind of player are the Sirens getting in selecting you?
Yeah, I would say I'm a very reliable forward, able to play both ends of the ice, and I strong defensively, but also can produce as well. So I'm hoping to add a little bit of that to the Sirens.
What have you noticed about the PWHL? Well, I'm sure you watched the last couple of years, but in watching things that you hope to bring in your game to the professional level.
Yeah, definitely. Speed and physicality, I think, is a big jump from college. And so I'm excited to see if I can add to that and bring some physicality to my game.
Questions?
Just a general one. Hi, C. Benwell from the Hockey News. We saw a couple of your Clarkson teammates get drafted and now yourself. Like, what does that mean to you to get to share the day with them?
Yeah, it's amazing to see them get drafted as well. We had a really cool group of girls at Clarkson, and to be able to do what we're doing today alongside them is a really cool experience. Yeah, both my parents and older brother have come out today, and they're definitely a big part of why I'm here. Started playing hockey because of my brother, and so it's fun to share that moment with them.
You spoke earlier just about the some of the trades that were made, but today the Sirens picked up Casey O'Brien, Katrina Kaltounkova, to join Sarah Fillier, already a very young and talented team. Just your thoughts on joining that young core and being a part of it up front?
Yeah, it's going to be really cool. They obviously bring a lot of skill and talent, and I'm looking to add to that and play alongside them and hopefully bring up their level of game as well.
How would you, if you were a scout assessing their talent, how would you describe them from playing against them in college?
Yeah, they're both extremely skilled players. Obviously, Kalty brings an added level of physicality and grit to the game, which is fun. And then Casey can, she's a playmaker, so she can make things happen on the ice.
Are there any other PWHL connections you're looking forward to reuniting with, aside from your Clarkson teammates reuniting with?
Yeah, we were just talking about a couple. Know Kaylee Osborne on New York Sirens, and so excited to play with her. And then, yeah, played against a couple of other girls in college, and so excited to get back with them.
Congratulations on being drafted. Please welcome the newest member of the New York Sirens, selected in the 4th round, Dale Ross. Dale, congratulations. Just tell us how it feels to be drafted.
Pretty good, honestly. You never know when you're gonna go or if you're gonna go. So I'm just very blessed that I got picked.
Take us through this experience here in Ottawa. Maybe share who's here watching with you and who you hugged first, who you're celebrating with tonight.
Well, my boyfriend came with me, and some friends that I was with sitting at the table, and my parents and pretty much my whole town, them from there back home at Spirit River, celebrating and watching on a big projector screen. So I'm sure they're celebrating back home for me.
I'm sure they are too. So if you're speaking to them, who are some of the folks you'd like to thank and maybe helped you along this way in your journey?
Probably my mom and dad and all my friends and honestly, people that work at the shop, they always encourage me every day and they watch how hard I work, and people in the town, they watch me run around town and they're always cheering for me while I'm running. So, just everyone from Spirit River pretty much and family.
What kind of hockey player are the New York fans going to get when you step on the ice?
Well, honestly, I'm not very flashy or score lots of goals, but I do one job really well and defend. So I think shutting down some of those top players and trying to defend well and blocking shots is my specialty. So you might be seeing me block a couple shots in the PK. So I think that's where my strengths are.
What have you made of the other joining a pretty exciting group, especially with the talent selected today by New York? Just your thoughts on being part of that.
Oh, honestly, like playing with the best, it's crazy. Like I think, at each level it gets better and better, and to play with these players now is gonna be amazing, and they're gonna make me that much better, and it's gonna be fun to play hockey. I'm just excited to play with them.
Are there any connections, folks, your players you're looking to reunite with, whether part of this draft class or maybe PWHL players already in New York or around the league?
Clara Himlerova, very close with her. She's from St. Cloud State as well. And Sarah Woznovich and, Emma Gentry, seeing some of my friends get drafted, I'm excited to play against them again and, see how they do on other teams. So I think, yeah, just seeing my friends play in the same league.
Seeing Clara play last year and win a Walter Cup, what have you seen in the PWHL that you will bring in your game at the next level?
I watched Clara and her physicality, and obviously at St. Cloud State, you could see that she was very physical. And watching her this year, in the final, like she's very physical, 200-foot player, and I think I need to be a little more like that, a little more physical, and that's a big part of my game. So I think, yeah, just being more physical. And I played hitting hockey, and Clara's taught me how to hit a little bit when we played. So yeah, just going off other players, learning from other players. That's about it.
Thank you. See Benoit from the Hockey News. I'm just wondering about your summer plans and how you'll ramp up your training to get to this pro level.
Yep. Well, obviously I'm dealing with injury right now. Played a whole season on it. I could have kept playing on it if I really wanted to. I made the decision to get the surgery, deal with it this summer. So right now it's about just getting that strength back. I'm doing a lot of skill work, so stick handling, anything I can that's within my control I can do. Hopefully by 14 weeks, I'm starting to do skill work again, and hopefully training back home, skating lots. Won't be able to practice right away, maybe September. So biggest thing will be strength, which actually is good coming into this league.
Member of the New York Sirens, Maddie Wheeler from Ohio State University. Maddie, back-to-back Buckeyes taken in the PWHL draft. How does it feel?
It's awesome. In Columbus, me and Riley are roommates, so it was really cool to see her go right before me, and then having my family around it was really awesome.
So take us through those emotions. You see a close friend like that get picked, and then you hear your name.
Yeah, it's awesome. I think you're sitting there for a little bit and wondering, when your name's gonna get picked, and you see, your friends go before you, and you're really happy to see that go, and it's nice that you follow suit.
Who are some of the people sharing this experience with you in Ottawa?
I have my mom and my older brother here, so it's really special to have them here with me.
And tell us about your season and what kind of player you are, and the kind of style you play that New York fans will come to love.
I think I'm a 200-foot player through and through. I'm a spark plug. Like, you need energy at any point in the game. That's somebody who can bring it. I can play anywhere from power play to PK and everything. And I think that my hockey IQ and compete level really helps me. And I think that's what's going to translate the most into the pros.
Was there an area of your game in particular this past season that you saw the most growth that you're proud of?
I think the ability to adjust to different types of systems going from Wisconsin to Ohio State was really cool. And then learning like different, offensive stuff is, sorry.
And watching the PWHL the last couple of years, what are some of your takeaways from the game, and just how you have to prepare yourself and train in the summer, perhaps to make an impact in your rookie season?
I think always just getting bigger, stronger, and faster. I played boys hockey until high school, so I got to do hitting when I was younger, And honestly, I know I'm smaller, but I'm really excited to be able to do that again.
Wait for the microphone.
How does it feel for you to play, to have this draft be in Ontario, where you come from?
It's awesome. I got to stay at home last night, so it was only a 2-hour drive up. So it's really special to be close to home. And I played high school hockey in Nepean, so it feels like home to me.
And do you have anything to say to younger people who play in the area and can take you as a model, maybe?
Yeah, I think hockey is an awesome sport, but I think don't limit yourself to just hockey. I think developing as a well-rounded student and athlete is really important. And if hockey is the path you take, it's a great one to go down.
And do you are you excited to play for New York and maybe to play also against Ottawa sometimes?
Yeah, I think it's really exciting. When I was getting recruited when I was younger, like Colgate and Greg Fargo, had lots of conversations with him. So I'm really excited to be coached by Fargo.
Perfect.
Please welcome to the stage newest member of the New York Sirens, Callie Shanahan. Callie, congratulations. Tell us how it feels to be drafted.
Thank you so much. It's an incredible honor and privilege. I am just like so overwhelmed with emotion right now, but just so beyond excited and thankful for this amazing opportunity.
What kind of day has this been like for you from morning until night? Take us through it.
Yeah, it's definitely been a stressful day. I've just tried to be in the moment and enjoy the moment, but definitely it's been obviously in the back of my mind all day and for months on end. So yeah, I'm just so incredibly excited to have my name be called. Like that was a huge honor. So yeah, just overflowing with joy right now.
Who's here sharing this experience with you?
My mom and dad, we drove from Michigan yesterday. It was like 8 or 9 hours. So they are my biggest supporters. They've literally went to every single game this past year, my senior year at BU. So they are huge in my life for sure.
And tell us about your season at BU.
Yeah, I think that I had a really good season. We won Hockey East, which was amazing for the first time in 10 years. And yeah, I think it was great because I've had some inconsistency in the past with injuries that I've had to battle through. So having a full, healthy year, being a senior and assistant captain was absolutely huge for sure.
Where do you think you saw the most improvement in your game as your collegiate career developed?
Yeah, I would probably say the speed that I can read plays. I feel like my reaction to like how I can read plays has really increased a lot throughout my college career. And just my rebound control, I think, is another huge asset of my game that's like really improved throughout my 4 years. So I think those are two of my like biggest strengths that I've improved.
Question from the Hockey News online. What's it like going somewhere that you'll have the opportunity to play right away?
Yeah, I think it's an incredible opportunity. I know, of course, that I have to earn my stripes, and that's with any position. But I think that I've put in the work, but I want to be put where I fit best to help the team win.
What have been some of your takeaways watching the PWHL surely over the last couple of years, seeing players and goaltenders make the jump and have the opportunities to contribute right away?
Yeah, I think it's the best league in the entire world with the best players in the whole world. And I think the talent just gets better and better and better each year. So I think it's just such an exciting opportunity. And this has been my dream since I've been a kid. And just to see it like come into reality today is just a dream come true.
Hi, C. Benwell from the Hockey News. I'm wondering about transitioning to the pro game, if you've been able to talk with anybody that's made that jump, what you might anticipate.
Yeah, I think a big thing I've talked a little bit with a couple of the goalies is like the speed, obviously, because it's going to be a jump from collegiate play to pro play because it's the best of the best. So like I said, I think like the reading plays and like the speed to read plays and like is going to be definitely increased. And I think just the smarts, these women have incredible hockey IQ. So I think just like keeping up with that and just the speed of the game is going to be big for me.
And then playing your position, you're usually part of a duo or a trio. Can you describe that or what you might anticipate sharing the crease with Kaylee and and developing a relationship there.
Yeah, I am so incredibly excited. I've heard amazing things about her. And I think it's going to be awesome to push each other and to learn from her because she already has a ton of experience. And I know she's an amazing goaltender in person. So I'm incredibly excited to work with her.
And then just lastly, have you been keeping track of New York's trades and on players coming in and out? Do you mentally know who's on the team?
I've been trying to. A lot has happened tonight, but I've been trying to for sure. And I think it's awesome for New York. I think this is going to be a huge year for them, and I'm just so excited to be a part of it.
Callie, great day for you. I can tell you're excited. Thank you so much for doing this.
Thank you so much. Thank you.